What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journals, Comics, and Pop Culture. And yes, we are talking about it again. The controversy of first appearance versus cameo, and the now even more controversial Punisher second appearance. So I want to add a little more context to this, guys. For those that know, and if you don't know, go back and check out my videos. I initially did a video discussing hot second appearances in Spider-Man books to grab. And one of those books was Amazing Spider-Man 135, the second appearance of Punisher, right? Somebody commented in the comments saying that's not his second appearance, it's his third. And I said, no, it's his second full appearance. This is precedent. This is standard. This individual then tagged Key Collector Comics in a tweet, because this is where they got their information from, asking what the second appearance of Punisher was. Key Collector responded saying Amazing Spider-Man 134 is the second appearance of Punisher, not 135. I made another video saying Key Collector is wrong. This is his second full appearance. Key Collector communicated with me a bit on Twitter in private. I asked some questions. I didn't get answers to everything. The comic book guru ended up bringing this issue up on Comic Tom's channel last week, and they had a great discussion. I did a video discussing that, and here's where I want to kind of like levy out this argument right now and give kind of Key Collector the benefit of the doubt on some things and look at the industry as a whole to where we need to go moving forward. So, like I said initially, guys, I said that Key Collector Comics is wrong. As you can see here, they note Amazing Spider-Man 134 as the second appearance of Punisher and 135 as his third appearance. Um, just to give context, the appearance of Punisher in 134 is undoubtedly a cameo. He's shown on the last page. You see his foot and his gun in a couple panels. Then on the last panel, we see his face hovering over Spider-Man saying, Punisher's back, whatever, right? It is clearly a cameo, even though it comes after a first appearance. This can happen. A cameo isn't specific to a first. A cameo can happen any time in a character's history, no matter how many times they've appeared in the past, right? So I'm going to put everything in context here, okay, guys? And I'm going to show you a few different things. We're going to look at Key Collector. We're going to look at Go Collect. We're going to look at Comic Book Realm. We're going to look at CGC, and we're going to look at CBCS. Because I'm here to tell you today, guys, that, look, I am standing firm to say that Key Collector is wrong, but they're not the only ones that are wrong. Go Collect is wrong. CGC is wrong. And CBCS is wrong as well. The only one out of all these that have it right, for the most part, is Comic Book Realm, and I'm going to explain this to you guys. All right. I want to, before I show you guys the other sites too, I want to give you context to what Key Collector did here. Key Collector had no context under Amazing Spider-Man 135. I respectfully suggested to Nick with Key Collector to say, look, if you're going to call it the third appearance, I I suggest that you at least notate that the industry and the market as a whole notices this as a second full appearance. Much respect to Nick and Key Collector for taking my advice and adding context, but where they're still wrong is stating this, and I'll read it all right here. From a back issue sales perspective, the market refers to this issue as the second full appearance of the Punisher, and this is where he's wrong. Despite the character fully appearing in the Amazing Spider-Man 134. No, the Punisher did not fully appear in Amazing Spider-Man 134. The Punisher appeared in a cameo in Amazing Spider-Man 134. Now let's get something straight, guys. A cameo is still an appearance. So technically, the Punisher has one appearance in Amazing Spider-Man 129, another appearance in Amazing Spider-Man 134, and a third appearance in Amazing Spider-Man 135. So technically, Amazing Spider-Man 134 is Punisher's second appearance, but it's in cameo. Technically, Punisher makes his third overall appearance in 135, but it is his second full appearance. So let me tell you who got it right. And we're going to go over to Comic Book Realm. Look at what Comic Book Realm states right here in the middle of your screen. Amazing Spider-Man 135. Third appearance of Punisher, but his second full appearance, guys. Third overall appearance of Punisher, but his second full appearance. Now let me show you why everyone else got it wrong too. Look at Go Collect. What do they say right here? Second appearance of Punisher. That's wrong because it's not in proper context. Let me show you guys what CGC does on their labels. You can see it right there. Second appearance of the Punisher. Not proper context. Let me show you what CBCS says. See right there in the middle of the label? Second appearance of Punisher. Everyone got it wrong except for Comic Book Realm right here. So this is why I say I want to kind of get Key Collector off the hook and not feel like I'm pointing a finger at Key Collector. This is why labels matter. This is why these labels of Cameo in Full matter, guys. Because the context of how the character appears in the book matters. It matters to how we value the book overall. And I talked about this in multiple videos. I talked about this after I did a video on Scott Whitman from CBS Eyes article stating that we want to know the context of the character in their appearance. And I used my metaphor about the pie. If the comic book issue is a pie box, right? And the character himself or herself is the pie. And we want to know how much pie is in the box. We want to know how much character is in the book. We want that labeled correctly. We don't want a pie box just to say pie for both one slice of pie or a full pie. We want it to say small slice of pie or full. And then we want to put our value into each according to the context of the pie in the box. That's what we want to do for the characters as well, guys. We want to value how much of that character is in the book and what that character means to that specific book. And this is why it matters. So I'm still going to challenge Key Collector app. First off, I think Key Collector is out of line by saying that despite the character fully appearing in Amazing Spider-Man 134, when again, Punisher did not appear fully in Amazing Spider-Man 134. Now, there's the argument that appearing fully means, oh, I see them. I see them head to toe. I see their face in their costume and they say their name or something like that, right? That is not the context of a full appearance according to precedent. Precedent states that full, the term full means they are fully engulfed into the story of that issue. It doesn't mean that we visually see them in full on a panel. And again, Key Collector is contradicting themselves here. If Key Collector says that the Punisher appeared fully in Amazing Spider-Man 134, then that means Venom appeared fully in Amazing Spider-Man 299, but yet Key Collector still calls that a cameo. That would mean the Taskmaster appeared fully in Avengers 195, but Key Collector still calls that a cameo. So that would mean that Wolverine appeared fully in Hulk 180, but yet Key Collector still calls it a cameo. So there are still multiple issues going on with how Key Collector app is labeling this book, but let me tell you guys, this is an industry-wide issue to where this is why we need context. Now, let me add a little framework here, guys. CBCS and CGC doesn't need to add the total context. They don't need to state on their label, third total appearance of Punisher, yet second appearance. And we understand that precedent states that when you look at like an Overstreet price guide, Overstreet, as a prime example, would sum up their categorizations because they didn't have a lot of letter space. So they would really minimize the letters that they use and the wording that they use. So when you think of a label like a CGC label, it's the same thing here. They don't need to write a paragraph explaining it, but you need the one thing that matters. The one thing that matters. And that is the second full appearance of the Punisher for this specific book. So, what I'm trying to say is this, guys. We can definitely look at this book as the third overall appearance of the Punisher because cameos are appearances. It's just like this. We can sit and say that, yeah, well, Hulk 180 is the first appearance of Wolverine in cameo. And we could still say, yeah, Hulk 181 is the second appearance of Wolverine overall, but it's his first full appearance. You see how that matters, guys? So, uh, for me, for CGC and for CBCS, and for grading companies, they don't need to state third appearance, second full. They just need to state second full appearance. And I noticed that CGC and CBS is really good with this. When a character has a first appearance that's in cameo, and they will always put that first full with the full context in there. But CGC and CBCS need to do that for seconds as well. If there's a second appearance in cameo and a second full, they need to be noting that too. This is called consistency. This is called transparency. And it's going to help collectors and hobbyists worldwide, young and old, new and old, really understand the context to how they value each of these books. So I not only challenge Key Collector to continue to, challenge themselves to understand what I'm trying to say and what a lot of people are trying to say when looking at precedent and having the proper context. And I also challenge CGC. I challenge CBCS. I challenge Go Collect. And I challenge anyone out there that has any type of database or labeling system to where they have the power, so to say, or the platform to label these books, because they need to do it appropriately. And again, I've said it a million times, I'll say it again. I know that we don't have a concrete industry standard, which makes it tough for all of these companies to be consistent every single time. But if you look at precedent, the proof is in the pudding in terms of what these labels, the cameo and the full and so forth, what they mean and how we should categorize this. Amazing Spider-Man 135, in my opinion, is clearly a second appearance in cameo. And Amazing Spider-Man 135 is clearly the second full appearance of the Punisher. Point blank, period, no arguing. So again, look, I appreciate this conversation. I believe this conversation is continuing to grow, and more people are talking about it, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing because it's going to allow us to come together as a community and figure these things out and work through these things so we can evolve in the right direction. So, again, guys, look, nothing but respect for Go Collect, CGC, CBS, and Key Collector. I'm just going to keep speaking my mind and speaking my piece, and I hope that you guys do as well. So, again, with another video done about this subject, diving even deeper into the conversation, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. How are you feeling this is evolving? Did you watch Comic Tom's video? What do you think about the labeling from Comic Book Realm? How they label it the third overall, but yet still the second full? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, guys, please do so. Thank you for watching. Be well, be good to yourselves, be good to others, and until next time.